Welcome back to Film Fanatics. My name's Miles, and today we're talking about This Is the End. And This Is the End is starring Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill, James Franco, and a whole slew of Hollywood cast members to bring in the idea that all of those people ain't shit and they're going to hell. And that's what the general public thinks because they have so much money. Why didn't they stop homelessness? You got so much, why not give back? And that's what most people think. So the premise is, all these people are bad. They're just getting high in Hollywood, not worrying about real people problems, how hard it is out here, how some people got a budget $3,500 a month with 4 kids. Like, this is a real motherfucking life out here. So these people got to sit down and realize that y'all are hoarding something that we should all be having. But that plays into the premise, like I say, that all these people, they can still be saved. Beyond the things that they have going on, we all can be saved. And it only takes a couple of decisions in our life that'll help us realize that, that's for us. So before I get into my breakdown, before I get into my review, I want to go ahead and say thank you all to all my 1 million subscribers. You got to say it before it happens, because if you don't say it, if you don't believe in yourself, who the hell else is? So I believe in myself. So hopefully one of you do and smashes that like button, comment button, and the subscribe button so we can reach our goals. Because like I said, I want to give back. I want to give back. And I want to get back to you because you supported me while I supported myself. So without further ado, I'm going to get into my breakdown, the review of the movie, and then I'll get into my pros and my cons later. But basically what happens is this movie opens up with Seth Rogen and Jay, and Seth picks up Jay from the airport, and they're having a kumbaya time. And it's funny because they use their real names in the movies, and they're all just playing into like the the kind of Hollywood thing. We're all famous, we're kind of idiots, but beyond being idiots, we're funny. So we see how they're idiots, we see how they're funny, we see how they're still acting with all this, and they eventually go to James Franco's birthday party, or just a random party they were having, just in the hills. So they go to this party, and eventually what happens is Jay's getting a lot of bad vibes because Seth Rogen has acquired some new fame and he's hit another level. So he's got new friends, and Jay's probably at the same level that, Seth Rogen might have just left, implying that his new friends are more famous, and they kind of, Jay is kind of the outsider, and he's kind of sensing this. So he wants to go out, he wants to kind of just, get away and just say, hey, Seth, I'm here in LA. I just want to hang out with you, just want to be with you. And while they're doing this, they're at the store, and all of a sudden, the rapture comes. And all the bad people are just running around, kind of scared, getting killed, and all the good people, beam me up, Scotty! God beamed him up! And they're in heaven, so that's pretty awesome. But, Jay and Seth Rogen did not, unfortunately, get sucked up into heaven. So they got to run back to the mansion to let everyone know that something's going on, and this shit is getting crazy. So they alarm all the celebrities, and the celebrities are like, hey, we get it. You take drugs, we take drugs. Just calm down, sit them down. But eventually, all hell breaks loose, literally. And the ground starts breaking, and all the celebrities start falling in, and it's all for one and one for all. And our original slew of cast members, they go into James Franco's house, and basically it's just a wild, funny ride from there. Just a bunch of jokes and, a couple cameos by a couple other actors. And eventually they come to the realization that the reason why they haven't, or they're still on earth is because they're bad people. So they need to do something good to make God realize that they can go to heaven. So they hatch a plan to try to do selfless things to try to go to heaven, because it eventually happens for some of our characters. Not so fortunate for other characters. Some of them end up dying, but eventually they all make it into heaven, and they get to sing a big dance number with God. And they had a huge dance number. It was awesome. You had to be there. You had to see it. I know that had to have been amazing for the cast and crew to, sit there and do that at the in the movie, because a lot of times, you're watching up movies, you realize when the cast and crew are just having just a good time at the end of the movie, and they're just putting that in there. So that was great to see. But overall, I think the movie's a really good movie, really funny. I think, timeless jokes, and I think the overall message of, trying to do the right thing. Don't wait to do the right thing until it's too late, especially if you believe in God, especially if that's what you subscribe to. If you don't subscribe to that, we all know what it's like when your life's about to end. You're going to be sitting there making, you're definitely going to be praying then. So let's not wait too late. But check this out. If you made it to this point in the video, thank you so very, very much. I love making this content. I love watching movies, and I love when you all interact. So leave a comment, like, and subscribe, because that makes this 10 times more better and easier, so we can have this safe community where we can talk about movies. If I went wrong anywhere, correct me in the comments. That stuff matters. Right now, I'm trying to build up an audience so later on I can give these bigger breakdowns. So now everyone's watching, and that's the whole point. So let's take this journey with me. Thank you so very, very much, and have a great one.